Hello, my name's Flash, and this is my review of 100 Girlfriends Season 2, Episode 4, where they wrap up the arc of Mei. Looking at where Episode 3 left off, Rentarou and Mei go on their first date, where he tries to get her to see him more as her boyfriend than her master, because she just blindly follows orders to an absolute T. For example, Mei hasn't actually thought of work to do for the day and just wants to go wherever Rentarou tells her to. He wants them both to enjoy it and asks her to take them to a place that she likes. Mai loves Hyaku-nin, so she tries to take him back home with her until he stops her and asks her to think of an alternative. She responds while blushing that she also loves Rentarou himself. So she decides to try and go back to his place, and then they decide to just compromise and go on a picnic. The main hook of the date comes with Mai revealing to Rentarou that she doesn't actually view her life having any value, besides following orders from Hyaku-nin and the people around her. So Rentarou tries to get her to see the value in that by giving her an order she can't possibly obey. Find a way to not make him happy by just doing nothing. The entire sequence is just a treat, showing just how far Mei goes to obey her orders and how much Rentarou loves the tiniest things each of his girlfriends do. Mei is just sitting there doing nothing, but she's so cute it's making his heart race, so she stands up. Her presence keeps him at ease, so even standing behind him doesn't work either. She tries to hide behind a tree, he can still see her, she gets out of her sight, he knows she's there, and it's making him happy. So she leaves him at the park and goes home. Hyaku-nin and Hyaku-nin see this and are all confused why Mei came back, and he calls Hyaku-nin's phone to give it to Mei, and she tells her that just thinking about what she's doing, even though he can't see her, is making him relaxed, and she's all stressed out because she can't figure out how to follow this order. So Hyaku-nin just sends her back. The second half of the episode, Hyaku-nin dresses everyone else up in maid costumes with the promise that if they can win a water gun fight, then the winner gets to kiss Rentarou. Instead of showing girls wearing cute maid outfits, it mostly exists to show off that Mei is indeed the perfect maid, to the point where even Nano, with her robot-like accuracy, struggles to take her down, and when they are going at it, looks like something out of Dragon Ball. We get a ton of great moments like Karne only dodging Mei's second shot because she's flat, and while she's down, Hyaku-nin just kicks her while picking on her, saying that she never would have been able to dodge that for obvious reasons. And then while Nano is trying to take Mei down, she decides to just go after the weaker target, which is Shizuka. And because Shizuka and her shots just kept missing, she didn't take into account that the water was going to come back and possibly hit her, which takes her out. Also, Hyaku-nin, being the most manipulative and toxic girl in the entire group, decides to just sit back and let everyone else take each other out, while she claims to her mother that she wants to give her a hug and tries to use leverage so Mai can just take herself out. But Hyaku-nin did that herself before Mai could get the chance, claiming that if a mistress can't protect their maid, then they don't deserve to be a mistress in the first place. Now, I will admit, to some it will seem weird that Mei didn't hesitate to shoot Hyaku-nin like she would have Hyaku-nin, but I can promise as a manga reader, it gets explained a bit later on what exactly their relationship is with each other. Some people were really nervous that Mei was going to be cut from the anime because she wasn't really in any of the marketing, but I'm really happy they went this route. They even finally added her into the ending credit scenes, and she fits like a glove. It almost feels like she was there the entire time. Now, the biggest highlight of the episode to me is they actually found a way to include Mai's backstory in a surprisingly unique way from the bonus chapter. It's a lot to take in and feels very different from anything else in the series, which is also part of the joke. In the manga, Mai explains to Karne that it was so dark and so graphic, both the author and artist realized that it didn't match the tone of 100 Girlfriends, but they didn't want to leave the viewers hanging about what exactly happened to Mai, so they made a condensed summary to give people a general idea on what happened to her. The anime doesn't have that exchange in particular, but they still give a summary in the after credit scene with censoring a bunch of it, saying blah blah blah, yap yap yap, and then Rentarou gives the summary himself. As for Mei's backstory in question, she was in a very poor household with parents that were very abusive and in terrible debt. And after being pushed to the brink, they finally threw her aside to fend for herself, which is where Hahari found her alone in the snow. Even while Mei laid there dying, Hahari insisted to save her anyway, even if she herself said her life has no value. Already losing the first man she ever loved, Hahari's father was convinced that all life has value, no matter how young or fleeting it may be, and refused to abandon her. After she was cleaned up, Mei was offered the chance to be adopted into the family, but she turned it down and agreed to work as a maid instead. And after one last punchline from Karne, commenting on how this has no place in a rom-com with how serious it is, Mei decides to finally ask the question that's always been on her mind. Why did Hahari bother saving her? Hahari tells her that the number one reason she chose to do that is because she was just too cute to let die. Also, we get another cameo in the form of Mei, another maid that works for Hahari and Hahari. And with that, Mei officially joins the Rentarou family as the 8th girlfriend. And it's only going to get crazier from here. I can't wait to see Hyaku next episode, and she's probably going to be updated in the opening going forward. Until then, I'm Flash. See you guys next time. Bye.